What up, y'all? It's the new movement. DJ Drewski in the building. AJ Grandz is pulled up. He said he's outside. He got the new project. The Aftermath is out now, right?
Yes, sir.
You played me a couple records. Some of them was off the new project, but then you played me records that you said, yo, I just been cooking up.
Yeah.
Like, I got records.
That's a fight. That's all I do, bro.
And your music, to me, gives me the vibe of, like, someone that got something to say. Because you played a couple. I'm like, yo, you talking on these records. Like, you actually walking on them, but you spitting. Like, there's still, like, an emotion to your music, right? And in one of your songs, you said, I might be saying it wrong, but, like, I've been dealing with death since 2008.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the right year?
Yeah, just like that.
So it's like, you could kind of feel it in your music. There's that you got a lot of emotions built up, and this is your way to get it out.
Nah, yeah, definitely. I started writing back in like 2016. Then I felt like that was just my way of, you feel me, just telling my story, just speaking on the things I never got to speak on before.
Do you feel like you use the music as an outlet to express yourself? Because some
definitely.
people do it, right, just to turn up. Yo, I'm going to make records. I'm going to turn up. We're going to go crazy. Your music actually sounds like, yo, this is his way of expressing his feelings in the music.
Nah, yeah, but this is really like all I do. Like I say, I go in my crib day in, day out, just writing. And if I'm not recording, I'm just simply writing. So I do go to the studio. I got a bunch of tracks to knock out. Whatever I go through, I just put it in my music, really.
So there's no wasting time. It's like, yo, when we pull up to the studio, I know exactly what we about to do.
Yeah.
I know exactly what songs.
Facts.
We ain't messing around.
I go to the studio ready, bro. Ready with whatever I'm gonna record, so I don't waste nobody's time. You feel me? Because my boy's recording me too. I don't want to waste his time.
Right. The first project was AJ Grandz. That was that like your introduction to you as an artist?
Yeah, that was actually like the first time I actually dropped like a body of work. Like
Right.
I never dropped no projects before, just straight singles. Like I started rapping in 2016. I took a hiatus actually from like I think like middle of 2017 to like the end of 2018. And I started working again, dropped singles, and I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna go in for it, like I'd rather just go all in. Like
Right.
So I just made AJ Grandz, dropped it on my birthday that passed June 15 this year. Dropped the video at the beginning too. Just dropped some new shit too.
Because a lot of artists can't drop 2 projects in 1 year. So you dropped AJ Grandz and then you dropped the Aftermath.
Yeah,
Same year.
Yeah, after I finished AJ Grandz, I just went straight to work on the next one.
Non-stop.
Nah, for real, non-stop.
Was it, because we were talking about, like, you know, I just had a baby, right? You're like, yo, I just went through that same experience. You got like 1 year old, right?
Yeah, just like, yeah.
Do you feel like that was motivation in itself right there?
Yeah, definitely. Because once, you know, we got the news, I was like, all right, like, not saying that it's no longer about me, but I got to build a future for my son, you know? So I do everything that I can. I feel like if music is the way, then music is the way.
Is at 1 year old, he probably don't understand everything, but do you think has he seen like daddy's video? Did he watch the war video? Like, oh look, dad.
Yeah, he be seeing it, but he just be staring at it. You feel me? Like I don't think he knows, but like I think he knows, but just not all the way. You feel me?
Right.
But he knows. He knows.
Now in war, you said as a kid you always wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
One of the lines in that.
Yeah.
Was that just a bar, or is that how you really was as a kid? Was you always the little kid that, you know, performing in front of the family, or just always out there?
I actually used to do like I feel like I was involved in music my whole life because when I was in middle school, I used to do like little plays and stuff, like sing here and there. And I really sing, but you feel me? They would put me in like a group of other guys and stuff, and then and I was like, yeah, like this is what I want to do.
Even as a kid, you like, yo, I just want to perform.
Yep, I want to perform. This is what I want to do.
Were you listening to like hip hop music in the crib?
Yeah, I would have to sneak, you feel me, like listen to my music because my mom's going to be jacking it at first. But I would be, you feel me, throw my headphones on, listen to them Lloyd Banks, you feel me, Nas, all of them, the Locks.
So what was mom's playing that, like when she was in the house?
You know, like my child and stuff, you know, she was playing like her Spanish music all the time. I'll be like, nah, I'm not into that.
Like, I ain't jacking that.
Yeah, I'm not jacking that right now, hold on.
Did, at what point did like the family know, oh, AJ's really making music, like this is for real? Like, did your mom know like you was taking it super serious, or it took a minute?
Nah, I didn't take it serious till like, well, I went to a music high school. Like I went to Shirley Cruz Bronx High School of Music from 2010, 2014. But I wasn't rapping. I was actually playing the violin. I was actually playing the violin and stuff. But then I got out after a year. I'm like, nah, this ain't what I want to do. I got out high school 2016, I actually just started rapping. I was like, you know what, like this is what I want to do. Like I want to rap. And then I guess like after like a couple months, she seen it. I was serious. I was dropping singles. She was hearing it. She was like, all right, what you want to do then? You know?
Then she was with it.
Yeah,
Are you still nice on the violin though, AJ?
I don't know.
Because you know what would be fire if you did the violin over a beat.
I actually
like,
always wanted to do that.
You definitely got to do that.
I want to do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Because even if you got to do that, but then do the video with you actually playing the violin, because people not gonna believe that you can really do it. And I feel like something like that will go viral. Like, oh, my son really playing the violin over like whatever you pick your beats. Because I don't know, like a lot of times people be having talent like that and never like show it, never expose it. True. So the fact that you could play a violin and people would never even probably guess that, I think that would be ill.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take you up on that.
Yeah, I'm not saying, I don't know if you produce records, but just even if you working with a producer, have him build the beat, and you just do your part, the violin part over it, they go crazy.
My boy Drew will go crazy. I'm getting to it.
Yeah, you gotta go crazy with the violin. AJ in the building, the new project is out. Now we were speaking about family, and you mentioned you lost your brother.
Yeah, my brother Robbie.
R.I.P. Robbie. Got him on the piece. How long ago did you lose Robbie?
He died. I knew him since I met him 2016. I actually only known him really for 3.5 years. But you feel me? Kind of felt like 10, like with the way we was, you know. He passed away January 31st, 2019. Then after that, like that's why I call it the aftermath, because I feel like after he passed away, like I just hit the pedal. You feel me? Like I was just like, I just got to do it. Like ain't nothing else. Like I wanted to get out the mix and everything. Seeing everything wasn't really for what it was, you know. So I was just like, nah, like I gotta do what I gotta do.
Like yo, this street shit ain't for me. I ain't with all this.
Yeah, like you feel me? Like nah.
But is it still Fully Gang?
Of course.
Forever Fully Gang.
Oh yeah, of course, always.
But yeah, nah. Sometimes you gotta bust a move. Is there any because you played me a bunch of records, but there was no features on them. Is there any records that you working with different artists?
Nah, I actually got some.
The one you played?
No.
Not the ones you played me, but you have features. So who you been working with?
On my tape right now, the aftermath is my brother Shainara and my boy JNDL. Features on that. That's really it, to be honest.
Is there anyone you haven't worked with that you want to tap in with? Because right now in the Bronx, there's a little vibe going on.
Yeah, it's people killing it. I actually wanted to, like you talking about like in terms of like big stars or like people coming.
Yeah, just whoever. It might be somebody that we not even up on that is nice, and you like, yo, I want to tap in with this artist or get in the studio with this person. All right, so maybe not even from, I'm not saying just from the Bronx. Give us, because you said you sneak and listen to Lloyd Banks, right? So give us your top 3 artists that you would want to work with, no matter who it is. Superstars, top 3.
1, Styles P.
2,
I gotta say Lloyd Banks. 3.
So far it's been 2 like actual spitters, like real.
I'm gonna have to go with
Davies, which is crazy because the last record you played, I said y'all could hit East on this, on this joint.
Really fuck with that guy. Nice.
And shout out to Dave East, because I just seen he opened up his own like bodega.
Oh yeah, I peeped too earlier. That's a fact.
Yeah, so shout out to Dave East. Is that in your future as well as an artist? Are you gonna tap in with like maybe clothing or maybe real estate? Like where do you see the music taking you? Is there a certain place you want to go with it?
I want to get into everything, to be honest. I want to invest in everything. You feel me? Like I want to build a future for my son. Like that means I gotta, like the music could be my outlet. You know, it could help me. And then after that, I branch out. I just do other things, invest in businesses, everything. Trying to do everything I can do.
He says he's on his hustle.
Yeah, I got to, bro. Ain't no other choice. Literally.
Everything hustle right now.
Literally every day in, day out.
The aftermath is out now. Is there, because you dropped 2 projects in 1 year, which tells me you got a bunch of music. Yeah. Is there a new project coming top of the year? Like what's the deal with the music as far as what's happening next?
I'm working on another tape. I'm working on a video for the second track on my new album called Fate, produced by Senna and Neff. That's really it. I got some new shit coming though. Watch.
The videos, you definitely gotta start dropping, going crazy with them, because the records they got so much emotion in it that you could do some crazy visuals with them.
That's a fact.
But the
My
war,
brother.
war video's out now, right? What
Yeah.
else is out?
War videos out now. Prisoner, which was the first video I dropped, is out now. I Am Grandz in the aftermath on all platforms.
So make sure you go run it up. Run up the videos, go stream the music. Tell them your IG, how they can follow you and tap in with everything.
On Facebook and Twitter, AJ Grandz. On Instagram is I Am Grandz, IMGRANDZ with an underscore at the end. And YouTube, AJ Grandz.
Before we get out of here, though, the name, AJ, I understand. Where did Grandz, how did the name come together? Because people ask me all the time, yo, it's Drewski. And I got to break it down like, yo, my name is Andrew, Drew. So how AJ Grandz come together? What's Grandz?
Grandz, like, to be honest, not to be like on some cocky stuff, you feel me, but like,
Nah, be on your cocky-ish.
like one of my mans told me one day too, you feel me. We was talking about something porn. I was, willing to help out, you feel me. And he was like, yo, bro, like, you feel me, like your name, like it fits you because your dad, that's like $100 grand, bro. Like, that's like a real person, like, feel me. So I did that, so we stuck with that, and it's true.
AJ Grandz.
I live by the code, you feel me.
Nah, and when you listen to your music and you see you in person, it's the same person. Cause sometimes you hear records and you see the artist, you're like, damn, they don't even sound like it. Like, nah, that's his vibe. Like, that's who he is.
Yeah, for real, bro. Ain't
all the
faking
time.
Nothing, ain't no faking nothing.
And it feels like it takes a lot to get you like angry for some reason. I don't know. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, like I have a lot of patience. Like, I got some funny stories I tell you, like people won't even believe it. Like,
yeah, I'm like, yo, his energy's so cool. Like, it feel like it just take a lot to get AJ tight. Not tight, but just for you to go crazy on somebody. It's gonna take a lot.
Easy, but like I keep it really cool. Like, I got a lot of patience. Like, it's easy to take me off. Like,
listen, don't get him upset though. AJ Grandz in the building, Fully Gang in here, the new movement. Go follow him on that gram. Go run up those records, those videos, cause he ain't stopping. You heard him. More new music on the way.
always. Sure.
We out here. DJ Drewski, the new movement.
Yeah.
Bow.